welcome to the first segment of Jason's War Room. I am your host, Jason. Well, I want to start off with asking how you guys are doing today. If anything's going good. Now, with this segment, I was going to do 5 segments of Jason's War Room to start things off, see how it goes. The first segment is going to be on the top 5 survival guns that I think, personally, that you should have in a survival, in your prepping closet. And I want to start off by adding, no, not adding, but I want to start off with the Stevens. Sorry, I just got off of work. Stevens 320 12 gauge security shotgun. And they are nice. They are really nice. The pistol grip. They come in many different styles. 18-inch barrel. Man, they are a good home defense. Especially if you got a drum clip put onto it, about 25 rounds extra. They're a cylinder choke. You can shoot slugs, regular shot. Well, pretty much anything you want to. Goes, the shell size go up to 3-inch, not the 3.5, which I wish, but 3 inches is good enough. They're nice. I like them. The second gun I think you should have, that's a good AK-47 or an AR or both in your arsenal. Those are good assault rifles to protect, but I think you should also have a good deer hunting rifle. Good 30-30, 30-06, 300, 45-70. All those 300 and 45-70s are a bit much, but better have too much than not enough. Now, as far as the handguns, I'm really partial to my Smith & Wesson 40 caliber. Small round, but man, it's a beast. Oh, it is a beast. A good 44, or even a 45. Good 44, 454 Casull, 500, 10 millimeter evens. Good pistols to hunt with. If you're into that sort of thing. Also, having a big pistol and a small pistol. Small pistol, good backup pistol. Now, I am going to be in the market for some more guns here later. The AK-47 and the AR-15 both is in my sights. I'm thinking awfully hard on them. People saying, well, you don't need an assault rifle. No, you're right. I really don't, but I love guns, and I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. My goal is maybe 25, 30 guns. 40, maybe. I'm getting a safe. I can lock them up in a real good and tight. Not for my kids, because my kids don't. They don't bother my guns. Better safe than sorry. Not by my wife. She ain't gonna mess with them either. It just pretty much from these idiots that want to break into people's houses and steal your crap because they're too lazy and trifling and useless to go out and get them a job. They can come up with all kinds of bull crap excuses. Well, I got this wrong with me. I got that wrong with me. I mean, it's amazing what kind of excuses people gives so they won't have to work. Nobody wants to work, son. But guess what? You want anything, you gotta work for it. You can't rely on people just giving you whatever you have. That's a nice spider. You just gotta work for it. Wow. That needs to be scraped off and painted. It's a good project for me later. I'm diabetic. I have asthma. I got arthritis in my neck, my shoulders, my left knee, and my right ankle. I got all kinds of health problems, but you know what? It don't stop me from doing what I want to do. I ain't the kind that lays down, rolls over belly up, and let's give up. I say to the people who comes up with 100 excuses, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I want a free check from the government because the truth is you just don't want to work. That is not being a man. Now, before I go any further, if you legitimately have a good reason, a serious health problem that you can't work, God bless you. Get what you can. But if you're just too daggone lazy to get off your deadbeat hind end and get a job, well, you're not a man. Well, if a woman does it, you're not a woman. That's just the cold hard facts, and I'm just going to tell them to you right here and right now. It's time to man up and get you a job. Work. There's always something you can do. Yeah, true, you're going to get a job, but you're not going to want, you're not going to like. But that's just tough. That's part of life. That's part of being an adult. Pull yourself up by your shoe straps and go at it. And if you have a family and there's nothing wrong with you and you ain't working, you don't even deserve a family. You deserve for your husband or your wife to kick you out of the house if you're not going to work and provide for them. I call that being a lazy trash. Well, anyways, I kind of veered off topic. I'm worn out. Been up pretty early this morning. Worked my tail off at work. So, and my brain's kind of jumbled up right now. So, now, I'm going to get back to the guns. Try to get this craziness out of my gourd. Now, me, I like using the, I love hollow points for my pistols. Hollow points all the way. For my rifles, I like soft nose because they hit and they flatten out real big, blows a big, nice big hole in. I love blowing big holes out. Or ballistic. Really cut some stuff up. And for my shotgun, I like a good either a double up buckshot, hollow point deer slug, or shots from number 4 up to number 6. Depending on what you're shooting at. or who you're shooting at. Hopefully nobody. Unless they break in your house and fire away. It's good to have around about 2,000 rounds of ammunition stockpiled back for each gun that you have. It is good. That is prepping. That is planning ahead, thinking ahead. And what if you want extra ammo to go out and shoot and target practice? You'll have it. What if you need extra ammo to hunt with? You'll have it. What if, God forbid, there's a scenario someone breaks into your house, or the crap hits the fan and you're stuck in a scenario that you're going to need a firearm to back yourself to protect you and your family? You'll have it. There's more than one scenario on anything. Just gotta think about it. I know it's not part of Jason's War Room segments, but sometimes less is more. You get you a nice bug out bag or EDC bag, which means everyday carry bag, or people call it get home bag. Whatever you may want to call it. It's good to make one for your house. It's good to make one for your vehicle. And I like to say it's good to make one to keep at work. That would be... Sorry. Still figuring out this thing. The only problem is with that, you won't be able to keep any kind of weapons, ammunition in it. For the simple fact, most jobs won't let you have your gun or knives and stuff like that. And if you do have a job like that, man, hook me up. It's alright to have a bag with, like some rope, some snacks, some tape, other things other than any kind of weapon. So you got one at your house, one at your job, and one in your vehicle. That way you're prepared. Consistency. And me personally, what I believe you should have in your everyday carry bag, your bug out bag, your job EDC bag, is about, I want to say 7 MREs, full MREs. A ferrocerium rod and or flint and steel, or whatever you want to call it. I'm allergic to you. I'm getting away from you.
He's gonna get this.
I want to introduce you to my daughter's little buddy. He's a bearded dragon. He's pretty cool. Name is Mango. Anyways, I think a week's worth of MREs. You never know what's going to happen. A space blanket, a tarp, flint and steel, about 3 extra changes of clothes, socks, underwear, shirt, pants. I like to say a pair of boots. If you wear tennis shoes, keep a pair of boots in there. If you wear a pair of boots, keep a pair of tennis shoes in your bag. Iodine tablets to purify your water. A canteen or a bottle. A water key. There are 4-point water keys you get at Walmart for like $15. Oh, lifesaver. You can go to any gas station stuff. They got a spigot on the side. You put the key in there, twist it, turn on the water, fill up your stuff. A Sawyer straw, which screws on top of a bottle and you can drink out of it, or a Life straw. You can just Put the straw up to your lips, bend down to a water hole, anything with water in it, suck the water through, it filters it to drinking water. A good pocket knife, a good survival knife, and a good skinning knife, because you never know. Keep you a good pistol. Inside your EDC bag, there's about a couple hundred ammunitions. Thing is called a rocket stove. It's just a little tiny thing about this big around with a small tank of propane. You screw it down on top, you can fire it up, you can cook on top of it. Maybe, well, yeah, and also maybe a lighter or a box of matches in there. Personal hygiene is very important. Keep you a toothbrush, toothpaste, some floss, so that way you can keep them chompers clean, because they kill up a lot of bacteria out of your mouth to keep you healthy. A bar of soap. You can wash your hair and your body with that bar of soap. Yeah, it's not ideal, but it will get you clean. Even a pair of fingernail clippers, that will be amazing. You'd be amazed on how that will keep morale up. Just a simple pair of fingernail clippers. I'm taking a stroll out through my backyard. Maybe some eye drops to help any debris get stuck in your eyes. You can some saline eye wash, a roll of TP. Always need that TP. You never know when you're going to have to wipe that keister. Get that booty clean. A couple washcloths so you can soap them up and wash that backside off. That also keep morale up too. Just being able to clean yourself up. Feel halfway decent. And if you got medications, keep an extra prescription of each one of your medications in your EDC bag. So if you run out of what you got on you, you'll have backup good enough to get you from point A to point B. Your favorite book. Put your favorite book down. They'll keep you entertained. Deck of cards. Small portable shower radios or whatever, AM, FM. Quite a bit of batteries. That helps too. Sunglasses, sunscreen, mosquito repellent. The tarp can be turned, that I was telling you about earlier, you can be fashioned into a small canopy where you can sleep under, but also leave a dip in it so it catches the dew and rain or whatever for drinking. Or you can put it into like a little A-frame, like a Boy Scout tent. There's quite a bit. And if it's cold outside, you got that space blanket. Wrap yourself up in that. It ain't 100% perfect, but it helps. It will keep you somewhat warm because it reflects the body heat back down to you, and your body heat help warm you up. A good compass, a topographical map. Maybe you must take a class on reading maps and topographical maps and compasses. I know what those classes are called, but off the top of my head I can't remember. But take self-defense class, karate, whatever. Boxing, karate. Get your CDC license, or concealed weapons license, CDL, or whatever. I don't know. One of those solar panel little chargers that can charge your phone by the sun. Or those cheap little batteries that you can get from the dollar store. You can plug in the wall, charge them up. And you can, small, you can put it wherever in case your phone's dying that you can contact for help or whatever. Flashlights. Those headlamps, get 2 of those. 2 is 1, 1 is none. Yeah, a couple of them small ones, 2 of those small flashlights, the button on the back. Then get you a big light, a good bright light. A mirror and binoculars. Some 550 paracord. Though you'd be amazed what you can do with those. Some extra cash, about $100 in cash. Have that in your bag. Maybe you carry another 100 on person. Don't ever be a victim. Be the victor. Maybe even develop some people skills. Learn how to be a great man. That goes for you females too. Not being sexist or anything. Ladies, you can be a great woman if that makes you feel better. But what that term means is, see how I'm dressed, see how my shirt is? It's just a plain, normal, ordinary shirt. When in a crowd, I wouldn't stand out, because I'm dressed like everybody else almost. You wear stuff in any kind of scenario, that you don't stand out. You don't want to carry no big, giant, bulky bag. That's going to stand out. People going to see that, and they think you got something that they need. They will take it from you by any means. Get your small 3-day bag. Have it a solid color. As people is rioting, stay in the shadows, quick as you can get through. Blend in with everybody. Just get from point A to point B, get to safety. And if you're with someone else, heck, maybe in one of those inflatable rafts. Deflate it, fold it up as small as you can, put down in one of their bags. Those, you can buy the oars for them that they pop apart real small and slide down out of a bag. You got that, you get to a location, have a little small pump it up. Everybody get in that raft, put together while you're pumping up, have someone else assembling the paddles. Everybody get in there, head out. Find a secluded wooded area and wait it out. Usually a week, maybe 2. It'll die down where it's not as dangerous. Whatever other skills that you can learn on the way, whether it's fire building or you learn how to make shelter, and hunting, fishing, camping, all those skills will help you in the long run. The more you know, the less help you need, and the longer you live. Now, I realize there's some people think when something breaks out, I'm Rambo, I'm going to run up there, guns ablaze and screaming. That's where you die. Or that's where you get the crap beat out of you. Or that's where you lose everything. Don't engage in conflict or anything unless nowhere around it, unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, if you can get into a vehicle and you happen to have 10 jugs of gas saved back, pour it out in your gas tank, save at least one jug, load up your things, your family, and get the heck out of Dodge. Now, what I would like to suggest to you is $1,000 an acre. Buy 1 or 2 acres out in the country. Way back here where no one will see. No one knows. Don't go be bragging about the people. Let anybody know you have it. And, get you one of those cheap cabins. You get little storage build sheds that you get from Lowe's or wherever. Set it up on blocks, cinder blocks out in the woods. Build your porch around it. Make it into a home. And if you don't need it right now, use it for like a little campsite or just some places for serenity or whatever. Fix it up nice. Fence in your property. Put some game cams up. Practice your shooting and everything. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Learn how to hunt and fish and forage. There's books on anything. There's ebooks. There's YouTube videos. There is so much information at the tips of your fingers. There's no reason why people shouldn't know the basics of survival. The house, that little storage building I said fix up, store food in it. Learn how to can food. Grow a garden, learn how to do that. Can your own food. You can can meat. Store some of that back. Store 2 or 3 weeks of food back in that cabin. Maybe a month. Store a month's worth of food back in that cabin. Buy some extra sheets and blankets and pillows and stuff like that. Have a wood burning stove. If you don't know how to cut the hoe out and install a wood burning stove in that cabin without, burning the place down when you light a fire, have some of these old timers. They know how to do it. You can get on YouTube again. Find her. You good old YouTube. YouTube has everything. It's just, I don't know what more I can add to this. Learn how to throw them knives. Learn how to make homemade knives and stuff for protection. Learn how to throw them, stick them. Learn how to cut wood. Learn what wood burns better than others. Learn your plants. What's poison, what you can use for medicine, or what you can eat on. Because if you're living out in the woods, you need about 5,000 calories a day per person to sustain life. You can go 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without hope. You lose all 3 of those, dig your hole, bend over, kiss yourself on the hind end, lay down, and start covering yourself over. But like the wrestler says, John Cena says, never give up. When all things fail, there's still one more thing you can do. That's true, Heard that off of a movie. And it's the truth. If you fail at something, try something else. Try harder. Try much harder. Because, life is too precious to just lay down and give up. Let them win. Being a tree hugger anti-gun, anti-this, anti-that. That's just another way of saying you're afraid. You're too lazy to protect you, yourself, and your family. And you're ultimately going to die. Just gotta man up a bit. Or woman up. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. And see you later.